There we go. Boom.
There it
It's
is.
like, wow. It's like we never left.
Exactly.
Three weeks off. The clap is still on.
Welcome back, everyone. Episode 28. Back after a 3-week hiatus. Noah, how you been?
I've been doing great. You know, it's good because all of my teams they're active. A lot of movements going on. Some up and one down, but mostly up.
Yeah.
We talk about the White Sox. They're down. They're definitely down. But hey,
they're down. They're slowly rising.
This man,
he's the boy.
He'll make or break it. That's all I'm going to say for now. Make or break it.
Can you get can you try to find one from China, like a Braxton Berrios jersey? Because I want to get one, but I just don't want to.
You want to get a Braxton Berrios? Didn't he play for the Patriots or something? I feel like he played for them.
He played for the Patriots, but he's also from Miami. He's the UM boy.
Yep. Hey, I will never hate somebody getting a Braxton Berrios jersey. I do want to get a Sauce Gardner jersey, but they haven't released the numbers yet. I'm guessing he's gonna be number one, but yeah, I gotta wait.
Is that what he wore in college? Is
that
what he was?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He was number one in college, and then I don't even know what Wilson was or Jermaine Johnson. I think it was 11. That's the Micah Parsons number.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while. 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's went on in 3 weeks here. I graduated. I'm a college graduate.
That's true. That's something that happened. That's big. On a Monday.
On a Monday, graduation on a Monday. Lots of Panthers games. I worked. Did that.
Is it how electric is it? I feel like do a lot of people go because I feel like Panthers fans are has the fans actually shown up for it? Because I knew back then, of course, nobody showed up.
Yeah, so we're still towards the bottom for attendance.
Okay, there you go. Even best team in hockey, it's still not.
But honestly, Noah, it's so weird because I think for sales, we're one of the top 5.
That's good.
We're at the bottom for attendance, but at the top for sales, which it just doesn't add up to me. Because I would feel like you would need fans to be there to sell.
Somebody is one person just for buying multiple jerseys.
I guess
we're getting the whole 25 people on the team.
I had one guy. I had the same customer twice come up to me, 2 different games, spent over close to $2,000.
You know what? He's probably the factor there.
Yeah, he's probably the factor.
Dude's probably buying the whole team's jerseys. Oh, home and away and alternate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to that guy. He's the reason why the Panthers are probably still up in business.
Yeah. Let's see what else has happened in the last. I went to Disney and Universal.
Good old Disney. I don't like Disney, but good old Disney.
I saw the mouse.
They probably how much does that cost? Because I've never been to Disney, and I know it's expensive as hell.
It's a pricey trip. I didn't get into the finances of it.
I know
it was a graduation gift.
Oh, okay.
So I just didn't.
If I were to go, I'd definitely build a lightsaber.
Dude, I wanted to.
Well, you got R2D2.
Yeah, we settled for this guy right here.
It is May the 4th right now, so that's a good.
It is May the 4th. Yes, it is.
Is it a purple R2D2?
It is a purple R2D2.
No, but I'd definitely go build
the
lightsaber.
I will say. So the lightsaber, if you ever do go, you got to book that thing out several months. Several months. Yeah, it's not
it's a hot topic.
It's not like a day before kind of thing. You have to book it out months.
I mean, it is a lightsaber, one of the coolest things on earth.
I will say with the nice little droid, I was gonna just make an R2D2. The issue is that the arms, they only have black or red arms.
They don't have white?
No.
So that's what the hell?
So you're kind of
Disney. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Disney.
Yeah. So it was but then the heads, they had purple, they had the blue, they had red, and they had orange.
Is it like a Lego piece? You just snap it off and snap it back on?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. If I had the remote near me, it does make noise. It moves. It does everything. It's kind of cool.
It's like a pet. Cool. You get a pet.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Do you have to feed it?
No, you do not need to feed it.
All right. Good.
All right, let's see. Anything new in your life? You got anything?
No, not much. The Moon Knight season finale came out today. I don't know if you've
I
watched
don't.
any of the Moon Knight.
I have not gotten to the season finale yet.
It is that's probably my favorite thing Marvel has came out with is Moon Knight.
So it's funny. So did you actually like the season finale a lot? Did you think it was a
I
good movie?
every episode. Yeah, that's my favorite thing Marvel came out with because it's like nothing about Marvel. It's different.
That's funny because Tyler had texted the former host of the Unathletic Podcast, Tyler Gillespie, had
Like
texted
4 years
me.
ago.
He texted me earlier today. He's like, "Oh, did you watch the end of Moon Knight?" I'm like, "I haven't seen it yet." I'm like, "It's after the Leafs game. I'm flipping on." And he's like, "It was pretty solid." And I'm like, "Well, what did you think overall of the series?" He's like, "Yeah, it was okay. I still like Loki better." So it's interesting to see that. It's interesting to hear you. Interesting, a different perspective, especially you, because I know you're not the biggest like movie guy. So like,
no, but I like it
hearing
because it's
different. Yeah,
I like Oscar Isaac. I think probably the best performance I've ever seen on a Marvel movie, and it's like serious, and it actually touches on like real things. DID, it's like a real it's ain't like magic, and I mean, there's like of course it's magic going to be in and all that shit, but it's actually like it feels real-ish.
Yeah,
especially like with the doctor and all the asylum shit. I'm a fan. It's like the Egyptian. I'm taking a Western civilization class, so it's like with the Egyptians and all the Osiris and all that. So it's like it's like perfect
class?
timing. It's lit. Yeah, it's lit.
Okay,
I'm a fan of that. I like history.
Okay.
So it's like a perfect timing too. So that's why I like it too.
Let's see. I don't even know if it was. Maybe it's so. I officially have an apartment for next year. I don't know if we had that. I don't know if that was discussed before. I officially have an apartment.
It's been so long ago.
It's been so long. Yeah. Picked my classes for next year. Everything's online, so it kind of feels like I'm at a junior college.
Yeah, I picked mine classes too for next year. Why am I like so tired?
I'll be back home this weekend.
Boom.
Yeah, come home Saturday morning. Back to the Ville. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Noah, if you want to come with us, Ian and I are going to the Sox game Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, who they play then?
The good old Guardians.
Okay, yeah. I'll probably go. Oh yeah, probably. Most likely I'll go.
Okay. I think it's supposed to be like a high of 86.
Oh damn! What the hell? This bipolar ass weather. Yesterday it was it was like a tundra. It was cold, rainy, and now we're like you could literally see behind. It looks like heaven's behind me. It looks like the gates of heaven.
Yeah, that sounds about accurate. All right. Any other thing
that's about it. And then tomorrow I'll see the Doctor Strange movie. So
I'm about to say, yeah.
I heard it's like horror. So I'm with that.
So I heard it's a mixture of everything. I heard like the most horror of the thing is Elizabeth Olsen's character Wanda. I heard I heard like Wanda is like a legitimate horror character in this film.
That's good. Like I said, I like it more when there's no jokes. Like, of course, there's going to be jokes, but I hope it's like not. What I hope they don't do is like something like a serious moment happens and then like they crack a joke right after. That's what I hate. I hate that stuff. It just breaks the tension.
I did hear 2 post credits.
I feel like I think it's like a mid.
Yeah.
I think every Marvel movie has that.
Yeah. Which who knows? It might not. It might be like almost like a Spider-Man, where like it's actually not like an actual end credit. It's like a trailer teaser for like
Thor for like the next movie. But Thor, I think Thor already had one. The trailer came out.
Oh, you're right. They did have the teaser for that. So I wonder.
It'd probably be something like for the future of it. So that makes sense.
Well, who knows if if the rumors are true about the X-Men? Maybe it's something for like the X-Men.
Well, they already announced that the cartoon's coming back for it. So
I mean, maybe there's something that I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, Professor X is in it, so it would make sense.
Who knows who's going to pop up in this movie?
It is a multiverse of madness.
It is the multiverse of madness. All right, should we just dive into sports then? I think.
You're wearing the Leafs jersey.
Let's go right. Let's go right into hockey. So last time we talked, playoffs were not a thing yet. Now they are. Now they're underway.
This is when I will look at the hockey games now. This is big. I will look at them. Once I watch them, I'll look at them.
Let me pull up the bracket right now so we can look at this. All right, here we go. The NHL Boom. There we go. So everyone's already at least a game in.
Mm-hmm.
Should we just go down the list here?
Colorado's probably just gonna. Oh, they already won 7-2 the first game, so it's not.
Dude,
that Saros is out. I know him because he was on my fantasy team.
Yes.
So he's like one of the best goalies in the league, and his ass is out. So GG.
Yeah. That was not good.
I mean, Colorado. I think they're gonna win the Stanley Cup. To be honest, I'm picking them. So
go. I mean, yeah. Go. I mean, yeah.
They're due.
I just looked it up today. The odds going into the playoffs was like them were like plus 380, and then I think Florida was like plus 540.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, Colorado's the heavy favorite, as they should be.
Yes, I do agree. I think that could just be a straight out sweep there. I don't.
No, yeah. You lost 7-2 the first in a playoff game. 7-2.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Next up on the list, who do we got? The Wild and Blues. So Blues. I
saw Blue. I did not watch it. I saw Perron got a hat trick.
Yeah. So let's see. As we record, game 2 will. By the time this gets released, game 2 will have happened. But yeah, Blues up 1-0 as of Wednesday at 6:14 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, I also did not see much from this game at all.
Well, it seems like Wild got to win this one. Take home. St. Louis already has home ice back. I know Minnesota's the higher seed.
Yes.
Usually, usually in any sport, when you're the home team in a series, you always want to win at least. You want to sweep the home.
Split. Correct.
No, you want to take 2 at least.
Well, for sure.
If they take 1, there goes home ice. The other team takes it right back, and then you have to go win 1 on the road. So. If the Blues go up 2-0, it's going to hard time seeing a team coming back, especially when the team that's 2-0 going home.
Yes. Then looking over, going next, we have the Flames and Stars. Flames winning game 1, 1-0.
Oof, a thriller.
Honestly, I was at work, so didn't catch any of this. Actually, no, I was home, but I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, I was home. I didn't watch it either. Want to watch no Flames?
Well, I can tell you one thing based on the box score. It just seems like Dallas did not get a lot of shots off.
Hey, that's a good way to win. Blocking shots, getting in front.
Because Markstrom, the goalie for the Flames, was 16 of 16.
16 shots.
Yeah,
you're averaging that's like 16. You're averaging like 5 shots a period. That's come on, man.
Yeah, not good. It's not good. So. I'm going to imagine that in game 2, Dallas is going to want to figure out their offense a little bit better.
At least 30 shots. You want at least 30.
You got to at least up the number.
Especially when you're the underdog in any game. I mean, when you're the underdog, you just want to get shots on goal.
Yes. Next up, LA Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. That game was good.
Connor McDavid's got to start winning some series, man.
He's got to do something, yeah.
I mean, it feels like they lose in the first round every year.
We're just not making it. It sounds like another Canada team.
Yeah, yep. It does sound like another. It sounds like most Canada teams, to be honest with you.
Honestly, yeah. No, you're not
wrong.
None
of these Canada teams ever really make it.
You know what? Not tip the cat to Montreal. They made it to the Cup Finals last year.
Yeah, and they did pretty good this year too.
No, Montreal. I
was joking. Yeah, that's the joke.
Okay. I'm like my screen was away from you. Like my screen was away from you, so I couldn't tell the face of sarcasm.
No, they suck.
I was like,
they're worse than the Coyotes.
I was about to say, I think they fired their coach after like the 5th game.
As they should. It was a Mickey Mouse year for them last year.
Yes. Yeah. No, this game was the Kings and Oilers game was a good one. Ended up being 4-3 in favor of the Kings.
So I want the Oilers. I want to see Connor McDavid go far. So I'm rooting for the Oilers. And they have Mike Smith, Coyotes legend. So
and they have former Blackhawk Duncan Keith.
So yeah, I want to root for the Oilers.
Yeah, and they got the players: Ryan Nugent-Hopkins,
Leon Draisaitl,
Zach Hyman, McDavid, obviously. Paul Javari. They have a team. They got a good team.
And LA was not I don't think before the season they were really projected to be in the playoffs, were they? I don't think they were.
No, I could tell you for a fact I don't think they were, because I believe in Ian's when he does his rebuilds, I believe the Kings were like his team like this year or last year.
Okay. So he probably
So
looked and saw how bad they were going to be.
yeah, so I'm assuming the expectations were a bit
So this would be even worse for McDavid losing to the
correct.
Kings.
Is basically what I'm getting. Yes.
Yeah, he's under some duress right there. But hey, I mean, he's McJesus, so you never know.
Yeah, you got to turn around at some point. All right, next on the other side of the bracket, the team I work for, the Florida Panthers and the Capitals.
Disappointing.
They did drop game 1 to the Capitals 4-2 with the last shot being an empty netter. From what I got today when I went into work and what I got from the fans, because I don't watch the games while I'm there, because obviously I'm working, but I'm just running around. I'm running around the whole time, so I don't.
You just hear the horns.
Pretty much, yeah. Did you watch any of this game?
I don't know. No. The only game I really watched was the Rangers game.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so from what I got, on a sabermetrics standpoint, this was Washington's best game of the season by far.
Okay, so that's not good.
Sabermetrics wise, I believe this was the Panthers' second or third worst game of the season.
Well, that's got to be good news for the Panthers. They only lost. Well, I would say they lost by 2, but empty netter. You lost by 1.
Yeah, so you lost by 1.
You had one of your worst games, and they had one of their best games.
Honestly, and the empty netter came with like 30 seconds left, so to only lose by 1 goal.
So they got to be thinking in the locker room, hey, we only lost by 1. It was one of our worst games. So.
And honestly, and I was talking about it with my boss today. You had to think from like Florida standpoint, they've locked up. They've had that division and first seed locked up since last Saturday or last Sunday.
Mm-hmm. So they've been sitting a lot of players.
Yeah, like you don't need to go full intense. So that's been a whole week off that you've just been kind of relaxing and.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, what's going on behind you?
Yep. It's for my dad's doing some yard work.
All right, solid.
Yep, I hear that too. That's loud. Just keep going. Act like we don't hear it.
No, but I did hear there was some missed calls and some misplays that happened during this game. I guess there was an icing that was pretty much a pretty clear icing, but then they waved it off like last second. Like everyone was lying around, and then I guess that led to one of the Panthers players like loosely taking the puck up. He tried to deke out Ovechkin, and obviously Ovechkin's going to win if it's a one-on-one battle, and then he just easily scored.
Some rough controversy in the first round. Oh boy.
Yeah, and then I believe there was some other like missed call. There was some other stuff. People were having issues. People weren't happy, but I believe this will probably end up being a gentleman's sweep. I'm going to guess that probably Florida will take the next 4 straight is my guess.
They should. I mean, they won the President's Trophy, so.
Correct. Which, fun fact, I believe out of like the last like 16, I think only 2 have won the cup.
Weren't the Hawks one of them?
The Hawks were one of them.
Yeah, like 2013 or something. I don't know the other one.
Trophy and Stanley Cup winners. All right, let's see. Can I pull up a graphic quickly? 8 teams that have won the President's Trophy and Stanley Cup in the same season. I just want the most recent. Yes, the 2012-13 Blackhawks and then the 07-08 Detroit Red Wings.
Okay, yeah. But they should make it at least to the conference finals, even though
yes,
history doesn't say they'll win the Stanley Cup. I feel like if you pull up President's Trophy winners to make it to the conference finals or even make it to the Stanley Cup, it's probably a larger amount.
Yeah, I'm sure of that, yeah. All right, should we dive into my boys?
Go ahead. Take the way.
Toronto Maple Leafs take a 1-0 series lead after they dismantle the Lightning 5-0. Obviously, we're about an hour away from Game 2 starting, so I'm excited for that. But, geez, there was nothing at all that you can hate from this game if you're a Toronto fan. Everything went right. Mitch Marner finally overcame all of the doubts. He performed very well.
The playoff demons that the Maple Leafs have.
Yes. Yeah, he had a goal and 2 assists, so can't be mad at that at all. Matthews doing Matthews things, scoring twice. I mean, they played this game. I believe they said 5-on-5 was only for 33 minutes. So over half this game was little, yeah.
No kind of discipline.
The rest of this game went shorthanded both sides. Kind of all started taking off right.
Tampa Bay didn't score at all.
Tampa did not score at all.
How many power plays did they have?
Let's see. Well, that was the best part about the night too, was that Tampa's PK unit and power play unit were phenomenal. Tampa had
when your special teams are good.
Tampa had 5 opportunities.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, but you got to think at least maybe today they'll capitalize on one, because that's not sustainable. 0-5. I know Tampa Bay. They've been like on fire the last couple games. I don't think that's for like how many goals in 3 games. I don't even remember. It was like a shit ton of goals.
Oh, here you go. Penalty minutes for Tampa 51, for Toronto 62.
Yeah. That I will tell you, that will probably not be happening again.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it does.
Really? Is that just they're just so physical?
These 2 teams do not like each other, and I could tell you, Sheldon Keefe very clearly made his 4th line was like these are going to be your aggressors.
Just hit the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, which is what happened with Kyle Clifford, who was in the game for 49 seconds before getting a game misconduct.
Nice. Sounds like the Grizzlies player. Like got rejected.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull that up. Did you not see that hit?
I think I saw it.
I'm sure
right into the boards.
Yeah, I'm sure you. So let's see. This appears to be it right here, which I'm sure, knowing. If I could figure it out. Here we go.
Oh, the game's on.
No kidding, yeah.
Didn't he get suspended?
Yeah, he is on a 1-game suspension here.
No, it wasn't that one. Oh, he's headhunting. Dang. Okay. Yep. He's headhunting. You could see the whole way he was going for that. He had his eyes set. He said, "Get out of my way." He's I'm going for you next. He's looking like me in AHL, just going around hammering people.
Yeah, it's a bit of an issue.
Yep, and he hit him like the back of the stick. Yeah.
Yep. So he definitely did got game misconduct. Already suspended for tonight's game. But Noah, you know why it doesn't matter?
Because he sucks?
Nope, not even that. Because the Sweet Prince is back.
Oh, he's back off
Michael Bunting
nailed right in the face.
Michael Bunting is back, so we're all saved.
Is he going to be hitting people now? Is he going to be doing that stuff now? You going to take the realm?
He's not a big hitter. He's just more of a yapper. He loves to talk.
Oh, he's Pat Bev. All right, Pat Bev. All right.
Yeah, he loves to talk.
Okay, all right, Pat Bev.
I mean, at one point, I don't know where he ended up, but at one point he was leading the league in most penalties drawn.
That's an effective strategy.
Of course, yes.
Getting cross-checked when people get mad at you.
Yep, 100%. That's what he did. No, I mean, again, yeah. Honestly, Leafs played the best game they could have asked for. Campbell was 24 of 24, but I mean, the more important stat from this game was, besides Campbell, the Leafs blocked 26 shots.
Oh yeah. So I imagine how many the Flames had against the Stars, because the Stars only had 16. If you're blocking shots, you can save goals with that.
Let's see, and then we I was going to pull up the. Ah, yes, here it is. The good old end of the game brawl between the Leafs
Oh,
and yeah, they were these were
damn,
going
Morgan
at it.
Riley.
Fun fact: this was Morgan Riley's second career fight.
Yeah, I might have to watch this game if it's looking like this. I want this all the whole time. Oh, look, he's 4. Oh, dang. Oh my.
Yeah, Morgan Riley messed him up.
Would he get a skate to the face?
I honestly have no idea.
No way he did that with a punch. He had to be like cut or something. Oh damn!
Here you go. Here's the full brawl. Like
a bunch of like a bar fight. Look like a bunch of idiots. Why is the Maple Leaf player fighting the ref?
I noticed that too.
Oh, the good old take the jersey off.
The one, I won't lie, the concerning thing though is that as soon as this happened, Morgan Riley went to the locker room with a hand injury.
Yeah, he busted someone's skull open.
So I'm at the moment, I don't know what his status is for the game in an hour from now.
Well, hockey players usually stick it through, so
I'm gonna imagine he'll play. But I can't tell you for a fact if he will.
That would be a hurt. I know he a top defenseman on that team probably.
Correct, yes, but they loaded it up quite a bit, so hopefully should be good now. And the fun fact of today was that William Nylander played a phenomenal game, all doing so while having food poisoning.
Oh my God, it's the flu game.
Yeah, he legitimately had food poisoning. He told everyone today. He said he had food poisoning the day of the game. And then he was puking all during the day.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah,
if
so
MJ can
we're
do
good.
Heck, William Nylander can do that. He's fine.
Of course.
Maybe it helps. He said he played better. Maybe he always have food poisoning.
I mean, he didn't play. I mean, it wasn't his best game, but
okay.
he played 15 minutes, so
almost appeared.
Yeah. Top guy played. Who was it? Let's see. I'm assuming most minutes was actually David Kampf.
David Kampf. I feel like I only know him from NHL.
Well, he was a former Blackhawk. You probably know him from there.
That's probably what it is, actually.
You probably know him from there, yeah. He's been phenomenal on the penalty kill unit. He got a shorthander last night or on Monday, so he's been a blessing to have, and I'm very much looking forward to Game 2 in an hour from now, and I'm hoping that as we record this and this releases tomorrow, that the Leafs have a 2-0 lead on the series.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is in playoffs, the series doesn't start until a team is facing elimination. Especially for the Maple Leafs.
And I'm gonna guess already. I have a feeling the way this is going, this will definitely probably go 7.
I hope. I want a bloodbath.
So you're actually gonna watch. I highly recommend if you don't have anything else.
Depending on how bad the Heat stomp on the Sixers tonight, because they will. Mm-hmm. I'll probably flip back and forth. And then, of course, I got my Suns tonight, so.
Of course, yes. We'll touch on them shortly. Next up on the list is the Hurricanes and Bruins, and the Bruins looked rough.
I didn't even know this game happened.
Yeah, Bruins lost 5-1. Really rough game for the Bruins. That's really all I have from that one.
All I know about Carolina is Teuvo Teravainen's on there. That's really all I know. Boston's got the rat too. I know that little Brad Marchand.
Yes, Teuvo scored in this game,
as he should. Hawks legend.
It wasn't a pretty game for Boston. Who knows? Hopefully they turn it around for their sake. But who knows? It's Boston. I never questioned Boston in hockey.
Yeah, it's an original 6 team, so I guess. And they always seem to have playoff success.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, we wrap it up with the thriller last night: the Rangers and the Penguins.
Pray for Eagles.
As the Rangers lose a heartbreaker in
such a Mickey Mouse game.
In the third overtime as they lose.
I saw that goal
4-3.
interference call. That was a Mickey Mouse game.
Dude, all right, but yeah, shout out to the man Igor Shesterkin, 79 of 83.
Might be one of my favorite players just because of his name, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's really good. Dude,
Actually,
yeah, it was.
I think I've got Colorado. Even though Rangers lost game 1, I'm going Colorado Rangers in the Stanley Cup. I'm throwing my prediction out right now. Colorado against New York. No, I gotta. You know what? I'm wearing the jersey that says New York, so I mean, I gotta like represent for the New York here.
So, honestly, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna pick my boys to win it here. Obviously, as you know, I'm gonna root for Maple Leafs until it's over.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow! What if we get a Maple Leafs pant? Oh my gosh, that would be intense.
Well, that's what I mean. I mean, Noah. I mean, just look at that's
how
why
would you?
I have.
How would you? Would you have like a TV? How would you be able to watch the game?
All right. Well, hold on. This is
you got like a plan set up just in case.
This is the first thing here. The path the Maple Leafs have to go through is an absolute.
Yep, they got to play the back-to-back champ, and then they got to if they win, if it's the Maple Leafs, they got to play the President's Trophy winner, and then my guess probably Carolina, Pittsburgh is pretty good too, and the Rangers.
Yeah, and then most likely you're gonna face Colorado.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, you never know though. You just never know.
You never know, but I mean, the path to the Cup is insanely rough.
And you already got people bleeding in the first round. You got hands being broken.
Yeah. And Jack Campbell played phenomenal, and I'm going to hope and pray he keeps it up. But who knows? It's been shaky, so I don't know. But this bracket for the Maple Leafs did not shape out well at all.
Yeah,
I will say
it never does.
I personally think if there's any Canadian team to make it out, my guess would be Calgary.
Yeah,
right now.
They'd probably be Calgary. Yeah, I mean they'll win round 1, and then they'll probably play Kings of the Oilers, and we all know how the Oilers be. And like we said, the Kings really have no expectations. Like, there's only two. There's only three Canada teams.
And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I really see no threat to Colorado. I
don't either. Yeah,
I think they just roll through. On the other side, though. I couldn't tell you. Right now I can't.
There's like 5 teams. 6, 1, 2, 3. There's like 6 teams that can make it. The only thing I really don't see is Washington and Boston.
Yeah, and the funny thing with them too. Let's see.
Because I'll never count out Pittsburgh. I'm picking the Rangers, but I'll never count Pittsburgh. They have Sidney Crosby. I mean,
yeah. So Noah, here, just to put in perspective here, everyone on that side, which is what is that? Is that the East? Yeah, it's East. Yeah, everyone on the East side of the bracket. Had over 100 points in the standings.
Usually
every single team.
100 points. What the hell?
Every single team had over 100.
Usually, like a wild card team has like 90.
Yeah, over on the other side, the bottom tier, which would
Nashville.
be, let's see, yes, Nashville. Yes, Nashville finished with 97.
That's not bad either. That's
out of the 8 in the Western side.
Well, you probably thank the Coyotes for giving all those points away. So
no kidding. Yeah, out of the 8 on the Western side, 4 of them were finished below 100. Or no, sorry, 3 of them finished below 100. But everyone on the Eastern side had over 100 points.
That's correct.
So
thank the Canadians for that.
Yeah, so it's an open field over on the Eastern side. Who knows? I can't tell you what's going to end up happening there.
That's gonna be fun. I probably won't really watch probably until the conference finals.
Of course, yes. All right, cool. So I guess predictions here. I'll stick with my boys. So I'll go Toronto over the Avalanche.
I'm gonna go Colorado over the Rangers. I want Igor in there. I want the Igor to make the Stanley Cup, and I think Colorado's they're due. There's been so many years of the top seed and get knocked out early. So
I agree. All right. Look at us doing hockey talk. That was good.
I know. I never talked about hockey for that long in years. Probably since the Hawks were good.
No, we've not talked about hockey that in depth. And probably the only time we did was when we had Jim and then Kevin on the podcast.
Yeah, but those are
yeah.
They know their shit. I don't know really much about hockey.
Yeah, look at us though. Look at us. Going to something that you know pretty well. NBA playoffs.
No, this is what I've been watching.
These are very much underway. Let me pull up a bracket for us. Noah, you can go ahead. I'm assuming you want to talk. You want to go Suns first? Is that where we want to?
Nah, we can talk. We can go probably. We can go the Bucks. We can probably go Bucks Celtics first because I think that's the best series that's left.
Yeah, here we go. I'm pulling it up right now. Here is the bracket.
All right, yeah, we'll go Bucks Celtics first because I think that's the best series that's left.
Okay.
All series besides the Heat series I think are going to be okay.
Okay.
The Suns, we'll talk about that later, but I think the gentlemen.
All right, so let's start with then the Bucks Celtics. So series currently 1-1.
Yeah, two tales of two games. From first game, Milwaukee pretty much had that game under wraps since the beginning, and then the second game, the Celtics couldn't miss a shot.
That is correct. Yeah.
But the only thing, the problem I have with the Celtics is they just can't score in the paint. They can't get in the paint for obvious reasons when the best player in the world's under the paint.
So Celtics were 47.5% shooting last night.
Well, the 3-point percentage for the Celtics is about 43, and that is not. First off, that's not sustainable, but that will win you games.
Yeah, no, right, yeah. Celtics last night were 20 of 43 from three.
Yes, that will win you games. But like I said,
yes,
I picked Boston before the series. I said Boston about 6 or 7. I'm worried about that pick. I want to change it, but I can't. I think Milwaukee will win, but I'm going to stick with Boston just based on the first two games. Boston is, if the threes aren't hitting, threes are hard, and if they're not hitting, they're not winning.
But you know what? This is another alarming one too. Milwaukee, their free throw.
Yeah, Giannis was really, really bad.
65.2%.
But it wasn't good. But when he's a top 75 player. I think he'll be a top 10 player by the time his career's over. He will not have back-to-back bad games. So next game, you could bet the house on Milwaukee winning. I think Milwaukee will win game 3. Giannis might drop 40 because when you're a top player like that, you're not going to have back-to-back bad games, especially without your number 2 guy there. So I think he knows Milwaukee knows they got to win both these home games. I think they know you can't give Boston home court back. They know to win both these games, especially with Middleton. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. Mm-hmm. So I expect Milwaukee to win game 3. Game 4, that's going to be depending on how each team plays game 3. But Marcus Smart is out too. Marcus Smart was out game 2. But the good thing with them, game 3 is not till Saturday. They get 3 days off. So Marcus Smart will probably be back.
That is a good nice little break there. All right, what game you want to go to next? You want to go to
Yeah, we can. No, let's just go Heat Sixers. We can get that out of the way. Yeah, Sixers are done. Sorry, because Embiid will most likely be coming back games 3 and 4. But the dude is he's falling apart.
Yeah,
his face is fractured.
Hey,
he got a ligament. He's got a ligament in his thumb.
Hey, those Miami fans can thank the Raptors. We did that for you guys.
I mean, I'm questioning why they were even on the court at the time. I mean, they were up by 29 with 3 minutes left. I don't know why your starters are out there.
Honestly, can I just say it kind of gave me flashbacks to D Rose and the Bulls.
No,
because
D Rose is his career was over. Embiid will be back.
No. I'm just saying in the spectrum of
Bulls were players in.
Yeah, that was when Derrick Rose tore the ACL when they were the 1 seed against the Sixers when they were up by 20 with 2 minutes left. It's why is Derrick in the game?
There's usually a threshold about 3 minutes left if you're up by 15 plus. Usually all right, let's take our starters out, the other team will wave the white flag and get the bench mafia out there and let them run around for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
But if Embiid was healthy, this could be a series. But James Harden's not a number 1 anymore, and he's not even a number 2. So I do not expect them to. They will not win tonight, and they would have to win 2. They would have to win both at home in order to stay even in the series. And like I said, Embiid, dude's falling apart, so I don't expect them to win both. And the Heat are just great defensive team. They're the great value Suns, I would like to say, or the Heat.
I would like to take a step back and just make note here. If the Raptors were healthy, they're definitely winning that series.
No.
Yes.
No. Sixers weren't healthy. Embiid had a ligament in his thumb that broken.
Yeah, but we had no one. We just had Scott. Not even Scott. Scotty was hurt.
Well, he was out for one game and he came back. But no, the Sixers played pretty well that series. And the Raptors, what lost them the series was Game 3 when they had the game in their hands. They just had to knock down some free throws, and you were down 3-0. And we know when you're down 3-0, it's pretty much wraps. So if they would have won Game 3, maybe it was nothing to do with injuries. It was about missing free throws. So I don't think so. No, I do not think if the Raptors were healthy.
Whatever.
Because the Scotty Barnes did play well. I thought, and Precious Achura, I don't even know his name, but he stepped in for when Scotty Barnes missed a little bit of time. He played great. He had 20-something points. So he stayed next man up. But I think just the Sixers. The difference between the series was Sixers had Embiid, the Raptors did not. And Tyrese Maxey had a great series. So
yeah, I can't be mad with the boys.
No, they played well. You know what? They tried.
They got to the 5th seed.
Yeah, and they forced Game 6, and that was a horrible. They got their asses kicked.
No one really expected. Everyone thought they were. No. I was going to say no one really expected them to be up at the 5th seed.
Yeah, no. I was going to say I didn't expect that.
Yeah, everyone was penciling them in as a play-in team. So I don't
even think I had him in the play-in. I think it's because of Nick Nurse. I think just because Nick Nurse is one of the best coaches in the league. I think that has to do with it and their size.
Yes. Yeah. So they'll get better this offseason. So I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah. But I got Heat in 5. So
yes, I also
Heat are just a complete team.
And I like Boston. I don't know, something about Boston I like.
Like I said, I picked Boston, but I don't think it's gonna happen now. After the first 2 games, they're just too reliant on the 3-pointer, and they can't get in the paint. It's because Giannis and Brook Lopez. That's the twin towers under the basket, and good luck even trying to get some layups on them. And Giannis will not have a bad. It's crazy. We say Giannis had a bad game. Dude dropped 28 points.
Yeah.
The dude's a freak of nature, so I don't expect him. He just wasn't efficient. I think he'll be efficient in Game 3, and they'll take Game 2. But no, we talk about
all right.
Warriors. Oh, this one.
I was about to say, let's go to Warriors Grizzlies.
That one is a bloodbath. It is
a tied series 1-1. Last night, Grizzlies taking Game 2, 106-101.
Yeah.
Ja Morant going off for 47 points.
This is why the Grizzlies will not win the series. I'll tell you this. I'm sorry, Ja Morant's a great player. He'll not be dropping 47 every game. Right. That will not be happening.
Correct.
And probably the 2 greatest shooters that are on this planet will not go for a combined 5 for 23 from 3.
Yeah.
And they lost by 5.
Yeah.
You go 5 for 23 from 3. Actually, we'll throw Andrew Wiggins. They went 7 for 30. They went 18% from 3 and lost by 5. And Ja Morant dropped 47.
Add in the other splash bro with Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole's been
yep, and he's been playing pretty good too. And the Warriors got home court back, stealing one from Memphis. And the Warriors got the experience. They're mad about the Dylan Brooks situation when Dylan Brooks will get suspended. He just took Gary Payton out, and that's a huge loss. Gary Payton's one of their best defenders, so that's a huge loss for them. He broke his elbow, so he'll probably be out maybe for the playoff. Good luck getting back with that. So they're going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder. What's
the latest with Draymond? I'm looking at the box score wise, 32 minutes, but only 5 shots.
Yeah, it's not what he does. Draymond's not a shooter.
10 rebounds.
He's a facilitator. He's not a scorer. He passes it. He gives Curry and Clay open shots, which they couldn't hit. And Draymond, I don't know if you see the whole debacle with this flagrant 2. I think he deserved it, but that's just my opinion.
I did not. So let me pull it up here. Yeah. Draymond's I love Draymond, but that was a flagrant 2. And then he pulled an Antonio Brown and sort of run around the stadium or the court. And I think the Warriors will take this in about 6, and Grizzlies might take 1 more. But there's just the inexperience of the Grizzlies that worry me, and the experience of the Warriors. But the Grizzlies will be better next season. I'll tell you that. No, that was the Dylan Brooks one, yeah. Yeah, Dylan Brooks is getting suspended for this.
He didn't even go for the ball. He just smacked him right upside the head, and then he tried to hold himself from boom, right in the head.
Oh yeah.
And then he watched his right arm. He tries to catch himself falling down, which you're not supposed. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just fall.
Not at all. Not at all.
I don't know. They should be teaching that. But yeah, Dylan Brooks. Yeah, it was quick. No arguing. He was out. He'll be suspended. I mean, it hurts the Grizzlies. It's another reason why I think the Warriors will win. But the Draymond Green happened. His flagrant 2 happened the first game, where he got ejected.
Let me look that up.
Back-to-back games with ejections. It's getting real in the NBA.
Draymond Green foul. Let's see, can I find that one?
Oh yeah, it was everywhere. It was like they barely even talked about the game. They weren't talking about the foul.
I see Draymond flipping off everyone.
That happened last game. Yeah, he got elbowed in the face. But no, but what he basically it was a hard foul. But it was contact to the head, automatically a flagrant 1, and then he tugged his jersey, another flagrant 2. So.
Yep. Here we go. Finally found it. It took me a while. Thank you, ESPN. This definitely is going to be copyrighted. The whole video is. Good thing we don't make money from these, but it's okay.
Yeah. So he goes up, bam, right in the head, then tugs. You're gonna have to wait for the other angle. So yeah, right here, bam, smacked to the face, tugged his jersey. I mean, I don't know what you're really. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he does have a record of doing this a lot, so it also plays an effect. And then he pulls it as Antonio Brown. But honestly, it's the opposite of Antonio Brown because he's actually cheering on his teammates and then getting the crowd up and ready. I like Draymond, but that was a flagrant 2. So I don't think there's any argument there. But I'm excited for. I'm sure Steve Kerr said Dylan Brooks broke like the unwritten rule or whatever, broke something, and called him a dirty play. So it should be exciting for the next couple of games. Sure. Warriors will take it, but it's going to be some fun games to watch.
Oh yes. And then lastly, let's go to your boys.
Yeah. Suns. Yep. Yeah. I feel a gentleman's sweep here. I love their game plan that they have going on here. Let Luka drop his 45 to 50 because Luka is one of the best players in the league. He'll get us 40 to 50 points every night. There's no matter what you do. But what they're doing is taking everybody else away. Like Jalen Brunson, who was averaging like 28 in the first round, had like 10 points. Spencer Dinwiddie did nothing. I love the game plan they got going on. Literally just take everybody out because the Suns are a great defensive team. So if you just take everybody out and leave Luka by himself, Luka can't defend. Just let him play offense and then just go crazy on offense like they did. And they're so much bigger than them. We'll outboard them every single time. DeAndre Ayton will drop 25 a game. Chris Paul will do his thing. So Booker will do his thing. I feel like Booker's slowly getting back. I don't think he's 100% back, but pretty soon he'll be back. But I think the Pelicans were a harder series than we're going to have here. I really do.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Pelicans were big. That was a big team. But Dallas is small. So JaVale McGee.
Oh,
when JaVale McGee pickpockets Luka Doncic, it's over.
Hold on. That's peek behind the curtain here. Noah and I were sitting here going, what do we need to talk about? That's one of the things. Pelicans, Zion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's saying he's resigning.
What? Yeah.
I think he saw the potential that they had in that first round and in the play-in tournament. And I think what changed this franchise and what's going to change this franchise for a while is Willie Green, the coach, who is a great coach. Great. He knows what he's done. He knows what he's talking about. He's played. He's coached. He was the assistant coach of the Suns, so he knows what it takes to win. And it's C.J. McCollum, that trade. I think that C.J. McCollum trade changes the trajectory of the whole franchise.
Are you believing the narrative that he was going to play if they push the series?
No, I do not believe that narrative.
I do not either. I think it's I guess it's another one. I kind of believe it's like the Ben Simmons narrative.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about that joke. Like, bro,
him or the team?
I don't. Both. They're both. Yeah, both of them. I can't say I didn't call it. I said Celtics in 5, but I guess I was wrong there. Celtics in 4.
Yeah, that was bad.
No, Nets they have a lot of issues to figure out over there, not just on the court. But yeah, no, I think the Pelicans are going to be very good for a couple years, especially with Zion coming back and Jose Alvarado, undrafted rookie. That guy's electric.
Yeah,
he's an electric little guy. I'll tell you that. And they got of course Herbert Jones, a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Dude will be in a first team all defensive team for years to come. Brandon Ingram, I think he showed himself to be a star in the league after what he did, dropping 30 points like almost every night. And then CJ McCollum, we already know that he's a very good player. So you throw Zion, who's one of the best young players in the league if he's healthy. I can see them I can see them making the playoffs, not just the play-in tournament next year.
Yeah. All right. So predictions that I have so far: Heat, Celtics, and then I feel boring, but Warriors, Suns is where I'm at.
Yeah. I'm going. Yep. I'm Heat, Celtics, Suns, and Warriors. That Suns Warriors series, because that's where we're going to get, is going to be electric. It's going to be you're going to have popcorn ready for that one. I'm going to be probably a nervous wreck every single game.
So in other words, that's the equivalent of the Maple Leafs Lightning series here.
Yeah, but that one's in the third round, not the first round.
True.
Yes. And I personally think the winner of the Suns Warriors series will go on to win the NBA Finals. That's just my opinion, but
I do agree. There.
That's what I think.
All right, moving along. The MLB, where the White Sox are, oh boy.
That is oh boy. I need to find out who the strength and conditioning coach is and tell him how to do his job, even though I know nothing about it. Because he is dog shit.
It is not the best of scenes at the moment.
It's getting better. I'll tell you what changed the season was the ninth inning of that White Sox Angels game. I can tell you what that was. That I think that's going to change. I think they'll go on a little bit of a run here. They got the Cubs again. They'll sweep the Cubs, and then they got the Red Sox, who've been playing pretty poorly too. If they get their pitching their starting pitching's been pretty damn good, and their bullpen's not that bad either.
I was gonna say let's talk about last night alone. The boy Michael Kopech,
second in the league in ERA.
Phenomenal game, and again, I understand him being pissed having to come out.
Yeah, his pitch count was high.
Yeah. But I'm glad he understands it's not because they don't want him to pitch. He's just they got to ease him back into this still.
Yeah, and I think they trust their bullpen enough. I think our bullpen's pretty good, especially Joe Kelly's not even back either. And
of course, as we know, Liam always does this. He starts off looking horrible and then figures it out.
Oh yeah, he's been shoving. Kendall Graveman's been great. I'm worried about Bummer. Bummer is wishy-washy.
I'm excited. Friend of the podcast, Rylan O'Leary, just texted me a little bit ago about he's excited about the Joe Kelly debut, which that will be fun.
That will be electric.
Because he is going to fit into the mantra so well.
Mm-hmm. I think the Yoan Moncada coming back will be huge too because they need another left-handed bat, and he's a switch hitter. Because our left-handed bats are not good at all. Sorry, nope. Reese McGuire, Lurie Garcia. No, that's not going to cut it.
No,
you see the splits when they play right-handers against left-handers. It's like night and day. They're one of the best against left-handers and one of the worst against right-handers. And then when teams look at that, they'll be like, all right, well, in the bullpen, we're just going to start a right-hander, and then the bullpen will just do right-handers all day.
Mm-hmm. All right, so looking at the American League as a whole, what is your biggest surprise? I'm going to assume probably is in New York. Are you surprised by New York?
No. My biggest surprise is definitely the Angels.
Okay, yeah.
Especially with their pitching. That's really surprising.
Yeah.
Noah Syndergaard's been looking great. Sandoval's been looking good. Michael Lorenzen pitched the gem of all gems against the White Sox. Of course, they have Shohei Ohtani. It's definitely the Angels. The Angels have been playing very well in their offense. One of the best. Tyler Wade was named Player of the Week. He's been playing pretty good. Douglas Trout, Ohtani. Anthony Rendon's been playing good.
I will say
one of the Angels.
One of the back end surprises so far for me, I would have to say a little bit Boston.
Yeah, Boston's they're kind of like the White Sox right now. I feel like they'll get better, but as of right now, they're looking a little rough. And the Twins have been looking pretty good too.
Yeah, Twins not.
I just don't think that's sustainable though because they are playing shit teams. I looked at their
yeah,
schedule.
right.
They're playing the Orioles and the A's.
I was about to say, remember at one point last year when like the Royals had like the best record in baseball?
Yeah, that's why I don't think they'll be with the White Sox, but it won't be sustainable.
Correct, I do agree. All right, moving over to the NL. I think overall, I think the clear surprise has to be the Mets. How well they're doing.
I picked them in the World Series. I like them, and I told you Francisco Lindor, he's coming back. You won't have back bad seasons. I'll tell you that. Their pitching, their pitching.
Their pitching's been phenomenal.
Tyler Mayhill, he stepped in for DeGrom. Dude's been absolutely. I mean, today he had a rough game, but man,
Bassett,
Scherzer will do Scherzer things. Carlos Carrasco's been playing pretty good too. Drew Peterson, Pete Alonso's hitting the shit out of the ball. Lindor's been playing pretty good. Jeff McNeil. I mean, they have a well-rounded lineup, righty and lefty. And their bullpen's been playing pretty good. So I definitely like them. I won't even say the Mets are my biggest surprise. I kind of expected this.
I will say one pleasant surprise. I want to pull up. Is this? Yes. All right. There we go. Let me get the box score because I don't know which game he pitched in. All right, let's see. Clevenger's first game back off of the Tommy John.
Played today.
4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts.
Sounds like a picture coming back from Tommy John.
Yeah.
Not many innings, walks, and runs.
Now, I will say the one big fun one that I've seen so far has definitely been my boy Mackenzie Gore.
Yeah, he's pitching right now, I think.
Yes, he is. He's so far 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run.
Yeah, they're playing Cleveland, so let's go. Win the game, San Diego.
On the season, let's see. 4 starts, 20.1 innings pitched. I believe this is not including today's game. If it is, then 5 earned runs in the season.
Yep. Manny Machado leads the league in average. He's playing very good, and this is without Tatis. So that should scare the NL. That should scare the NL. We're playing pretty well without our best player.
Yeah, but I would definitely say I am very impressed so far with Mackenzie Gore because I've had him in the baseball league for like the past 3 years, waiting for him to be called up, and he's finally up, and he's looking good. He's looking as advertised.
Yep. I think honestly the one surprise, the NL doesn't really have much surprises. I believe Mets, Brewers, I think I like them all to win the division. I know it's early, but the Reds. I think the Reds.
I was just gonna say. I
think that's my biggest surprise because I knew they're going to be bad, but 3-20.
That's funny. No, because I was looking at Mackenzie Gore's stats and I finally looked at the standings. I didn't realize the Reds were only
negative 68 runs. That's so.
Who's the next? The next closest is Kansas City at negative 39.
That's horrible.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh negative 42.
Well, I expected the Reds to stink, not like that bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's gonna be one of the worst records in the first 20-something games in MLB history.
It has to be.
Who would they be? I gotta figure out who did they beat. I'll look it up because whoever. There should be a rule. If you lose, no. Here's a new rule. You lose a series to the Reds, automatically eliminated.
Let's see. They beat.
They can beat a team, but if you lose a series to them, you're automatically eliminated. That's pretty. So they won their first game.
Braves.
So
they won 2. They won 2.
They tied.
Yeah, they tied.
So
and then who else they beat?
The Cardinals. Okay, no, every team's still good. They didn't win a series. Every team is still fine.
Now, okay, can we at least look at their schedule and look who they played?
No,
they played some juggernauts. They have played juggernauts. This is a rough way to start the season.
Braves, the World Series champs. Cleveland
Guardians,
Dodgers.
whatever. Dodgers,
San Diego,
Padres.
St. Louis, San Diego, and Colorado's not that bad. They've been playing pretty good too.
Yeah, and then
Milwaukee. Okay, well they got the
Milwaukee.
Pirates. That's gonna be big for them. That's a big series for them.
That's gonna be a huge series.
It's a 4-game series. They got a doubleheader too. That's big. They could change their season right there.
You're not wrong there.
Yeah, no, that's a rule. No, if you lose a series to the Reds, eliminated.
Any other surprises in the NL?
No. Atlanta's been playing pretty rough, but
they started.
I was gonna say they started off pretty rough last year too, but I don't think
Acuna's finally back.
Yeah, Acuna's back. Miami's playing pretty good. I think they would be. I mean, 4-game losing streak, but everybody has those patches. But I think they'll be respectable.
We had it on today at work. I was near the computer. It was 3-0 after the first inning. I come back by and it's 5-3. I'm like, wait, what the hell happened?
Arizona, man.
I'm like, they were just winning.
They'll get you.
Yeah,
they swept the Miami, but I think Miami would be respectable, especially if they have good young pitching. So
yeah. All right. Any other takeaways? Anything else from the Sox we want to touch on?
Their defense has been been tightened up a little bit better.
I was about to say, is there anything we need to touch on? Are you still satisfied with good old La Russa? Are we still happy with him?
Yeah, I feel like Sox fans are actually pretty delusional. So I feel like we're over exaggerating what's going on. We're in game 23 of 162.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine. Especially
yes,
it's expanded playoffs. Their division sucks, and they're all hurt. They'll get better.
Yes.
They will get a lot better. And a stat pulled up in last game. We all know the cold kills the ball. The Sox have played in the most cold 45 or below games in the league. So it's harder to hit when you got 40 to 35 degrees with the wind pushing in. So I think later in the year, the offense will start picking up a little bit more. And the pitching, I think, will be good unless they keep Dallas Keuchel.
Yeah, no, I did see. Yeah, I sent it to you guys last night, I believe.
He has more runs than innings or whatever. I don't even know.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I think the only out of, let's see, can I pull up the exact tweet that I hope I sent to you guys?
But our savior's coming in. Our savior's coming in soon.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, Dallas Keuchel this year, 76 batters faced, 43 reached base, and 33 retired.
I think I would not be surprised if I wouldn't surprised if they DFA him for Cueto. I will not be surprised.
Yes. And so I didn't end up sending it to you guys then, I guess. I did see, like, out of the last 20 innings pitched, Sox pitchers not named Dallas Keuchel have allowed 0 runs or something.
Yeah.
Zero earned runs.
Vince Velasquez looked great against the Angels too.
Yeah.
It was probably his best game he's ever pitched in his life.
I'm hoping.
Don't get me started on Dylan Cease. Oh my god.
Yeah, he is as advertised.
If you didn't think he was good, look at Mike Trout's stats that game. 4 strikeouts. He got the golden sombrero.
Dylan Cease is as advertised, and as we've already talked about, I would not be surprised come September if he is very much in the Cy Young conversation.
Yeah, and the Giolito's been pitching very well. Kopech, we said, pitching well. Lance Lynn's waiting. Johnny Cueto's waiting. So
yeah, and so we're gonna have to assume, right? They're gonna trade for someone at the deadline.
I think a left-handed bat is most.
Okay. So I was thinking pitcher. I was thinking pitching wise. But
they could. Yeah. I think left-handed batters are a lot more important because they don't have flexibility in their lineup. They're way too right-handed dependent.
Okay.
So I think a left-handed hitter would be more important.
Well, no, I love to break it. I hate to break it to you here, but we have a long ways away before we're at the trade deadline.
Yep, got a couple months, but I don't love how we're playing, but I think it could be worse. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I will say it's definitely getting better.
Yes, you could see the 9th inning of that Sunday game, May 1st. They scored 5 runs in the 9th inning. That gave them some confidence, I believe.
According to stats here, going back to hockey, the teams under the most pressure in the Stanley Cup playoffs is 1 Maple Leafs, 2 Avalanche, 3 Wild.
The Wild? What the hell?
Yeah.
It's a weird one. Maple Leafs are always under them, because they never get out of the first round.
Of course, yeah.
And they're they're a large market team. So,
any other baseball news that we have?
No, that's about it. Yankees have been hot too, but
yeah. Oh yeah, the first time. I would say first time ever, I believe, that both New York and LA teams lead divisions at the same time.
Yeah, I think only one will hold it, but I think the Mets will. But I don't think the Yankees are in such a tough division that it would be hard.
Yeah. All right, then we will wrap it up with the NFL draft.
Yes,
it's coming on. No, I've been saying this whole time, and it's really weird because I don't know how the AFC East plays out.
I think the Jets could be third. I think they could do it. I think they could be third.
I told you this after free agency. I thought you guys were in play.
Oh, I thought you guys.
I know. I told you. You shot me down. You told me no. I still believed in your voice. I know.
I wanted to wait until the draft.
I believe. I know it's crazy, but I think there's a chance that New England could be 4.
I agree. They never draft well, but I don't think they've gotten any better.
They haven't done anything.
No, they really didn't fix the wide receiver issue.
No,
they lost J.C. Jackson, one of your best defensive players, and every other team's getting better.
And I believe, obviously, draft grades are who cares. I mean, I don't care what any analyst tells me.
The only draft I look at the first round, and after that, I know nothing.
Well, not even that. Like draft grades mean nothing because I literally just saw it on my TikTok today from Pardon My Take. They were talking about it on their show. Back in 2012, the Seahawks got an F by Bleacher Report, and if you recall that draft, Seahawks they drafted Bruce Irvin, Bobby Wagner, and Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
and they received an F from Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
So
after the first round, I feel like nobody knows what they're really talking about.
And even the first round, no one knows what to talk about, which is why I'm getting back to my point. Like everyone right now is like, oh, this guy the Patriots drafted in the first round was like ranked like 100th overall or whatever. Like it's Bill Belichick. He knows what he's doing. So like I'm sure this kid.
And not in the draft. He doesn't know what he's doing in the draft.
Well,
I'll tell you that. Dude never drafted well. Harry, how's he doing?
I'm sure this kid probably won't be as bad as everyone thinks he is.
I mean, it fills up a hole, I guess.
Yeah.
Team need. They lost Shaq Mason, so they traded him.
No,
they lost him.
I really do believe that. Before we even get into the draft, pretty much, I really do believe it's really the Dolphins have to either show up against the Bills or just hand them the division. It's one of the two.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be exciting.
It's literally you either have to show up against the Bills or you're not winning. So
the Bills will win the division. We all know that. I think they're the best team in the league in my opinion. That's just that's what I think.
I think the Dolphins have made the necessary moves where I think they could definitely be in play for it. It just depends if they show up.
Dolphins should make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll win the division.
I'm gonna hold on.
I said the same thing last year. I said the Dolphins should make the playoffs last year.
Well, we all saw that ended.
But no, for the Jets, it all falls on one person's shoulder. For the Jets, it's all up to one person, and I'm wearing his jersey. If he sucks, we suck. If he's good, we're good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Because we got the talent around him now. There's no question.
So yeah, let's touch on the draft a little bit. You guys had a home run of a draft. I can't even. There is not. You guys had a phenomenal draft.
We got like 4 or 5 starters.
Yeah, you guys drafted extremely well. Like there was nothing you guys did wrong, really. Like
got our starting corner we needed. We signed a corner too. DJ Reed, he was on the Seahawks. He was pretty good. And we got Bryce Hall, the TikToker, Bryce Hall.
Brees.
No, we have a corner called Bryce Hall.
Your corner. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, our corner Bryce. So we got some solid corners. Then we got a receiver. We were in need of a receiver. The Deebo Samuel. Rumors of him getting traded to the Jets for the 10th pick, but that never happened. So we got our receiver, Garrett Wilson, Zach Wilson, the Wilson. And then last year we had Elijah Moore. He's been very good. Then we got Corey Davis. He's pretty good too. Then we drafted arguably a top 10 pick at the number 26 position in Jermaine Johnson. We got 2 great edge rushers now, Carl Lawson and Jermaine Johnson. So we can get to the quarterback now. And then we got the best running back in the draft. Yeah. So now we have two pass catching running backs, and then also Brees Hall. He can move around. direct traffic and all that. And then we got the second, you could say the second best tight end in the draft at Ohio State, and then we got another O lineman. I mean, and our O line the O line was like the only good spot we had last year. So
yeah, no, I was gonna say for you guys, yeah, I told you guys, I texted you guys the night before. I loved Breece Hall. I think he's a phenomenal running back, and
I'm glad we traded up because then Joe Douglas was aggressive. He traded up twice to get his guys, and I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long Breece Hall would have lasted.
Probably I feel like the Texans would have took him. That's why they traded up.
I honestly do believe that. I really do. Because I told you guys that the Texans were supposedly really in on him. So it does surprise me.
I watched his highlight reel. That guy is a beast.
The guy the Dolphins drafted in the third round, whose name is now escaping me. Let me look it up because it's going to bother me if I don't remember. It's the Channing Liddell.
The guy from Georgia?
Yes.
That was good. That's very, a Georgia defensive player?
Channing Tyndall, yes. Very happy with that pick.
If you get all I know about Georgia is they had a great defense. So if you're getting a Georgia defenseman, I think that's a win.
Yeah, so I am very happy with that one.
And you drafted Tyreek Hill.
And we drafted Tyreek Hill, and we signed Teron Armstead. So
I'd call that a win.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it a win. I'm gonna be okay not having a first and second rounder this year. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
I would live with that too if I had Tyreek Hill. But no, that's nothing. We won't talk about that.
No,
we have Garrett Wilson now.
That was another day's story. All right, so let's just go through the first round a little bit. Trevon Walker, obviously, as you just touched on.
Georgia. Yeah, but I think Aiden Hutchinson should have been number one.
So yeah, it is interesting there. I do love Hutchinson though, staying in Michigan and going to Detroit now with the Lions.
Yeah, Derek Stingley at 3. I mean, thank God we got, because I wanted Sauce Gardner since the beginning. Yeah, I'm a sauce boy, like the sauce. But Derek Stingley, I feel like they had more issues than Corn.
So yeah, okay. So I guess we can dive into that before we continue on. So what do you think ends up happening right now with this whole Baker Mayfield thing?
I think he has to look in the mirror. I think he has to.
Not even just Baker. What do we look at with Jimmy Garoppolo? Because that's still a thing.
I think Baker. I think he has to take a backup role and add a team. I think go to Tampa Bay and just sit a year at backup. But I don't know if he'll do that.
That is interesting, though. That is interesting. Well, because
couldn't even play for the Browns. I'll tell you that.
So okay, so let's. Here's where we're at. You have Detroit.
I think Detroit will draft a quarterback next year,
and they already have Alabama. Jared Goff. They already have Jared Goff, so they really don't need one.
No, I don't think they'll trade for him. That's a lot of money too. They have to pay.
Houston didn't even bother drafting one. I don't think.
Yep, they're in the Davis Mills hype train.
And again, if we're honest here, if they wanted Baker, they would have had him a part of that trade to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants also did not draft a quarterback.
The Panthers. I really thought they were going to draft Malik.
And then the Panthers said, no, we don't want Baker.
But Okongwu, that's a good pick, though. I will say that's a good. Getting a tackle is very important.
Oh no, I thought the Giants also. I thought both New York teams had a phenomenal draft.
Yes, Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeau. That's good.
So I thought both of those were phenomenal picks. Mm-hmm. It's very weird with this Baker situation.
I think he has to look in them.
Maybe Seattle.
Seattle's a possibility. I don't think Drew Lock is the answer. I've seen him play I have two eyes and I saw him play, so that's all you need to know.
No, you're not going to bring. I was going to say, do you bring him into Washington? But they have Carson Wentz.
I think he has to look himself in the mirror and say, I got to be a backup for a year for a team that I think Tampa Bay. I think if he sits a year behind Tom Brady.
hear me out here. What about New Orleans? You got Jameis coming
They
off the
signed him
ACL.
though. They signed Jameis for like
I
a
know,
couple
but
of
they haven't come.
years.
Oh, is it a few-year deal?
I think it's like 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. So they know, so they're not doing that.
I think he has to go to a team where that team
okay.
knows they're getting rid of a quarter. Like,
okay, another Minnesota.
That Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins signed a deal too. But that's not a bad spot. I just fake. I think personally, I think we're between 2 teams. I think we're between Seattle and Tampa Bay, in my opinion, for the teams that he can go to.
It's gonna be so interesting.
Because I'll tell you, Baker, he should be a starting quarterback in the NFL. I mean, we forget just 2 years ago he took the Cleveland Browns, the laughingstock of sports, to the playoffs and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Yep. We can't forget that. You literally can't. And then last year, dude was playing with like 14 broken bones, and we're gonna put that against them? That's just not fair.
All right, so because like I said, Maple Leafs now start in 12 minutes, so I want to wrap this up kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, though, rest of the first round, the big one obviously is at number 18 with Treylon Burks going to Tennessee because the Titans traded A.J. Brown to the Eagles.
Yep. Like you said, they traded A.J. Brown to get a guy they hope to be A.J. Brown.
Correct. Which, I mean, who knows? Is that maybe the way of the future of how this league operates? Is that you're gonna roll with your guys?
You don't want to pay if you don't want to pay a receiver. Yeah.
You just roll. You draft a replacement that's supposed to be the exact same model. Like, is that with the new way of
that? I mean, what Kansas City did, they drafted some receivers later in the round too. So It does seem like for a team that's like tightened the salary cap, if you guys, if that thing, if it is a thing, the salary cap, but teams that don't have much money, they'll be getting rid of because the wide receiver market is like flying through the roof because of Devontae and Tyreek Hill.
Yep. And then so let's talk, like you mentioned, about receivers here. We'll go to Debo. Obviously there's been so much chatter, and still nothing.
I feel like he's gonna stay because they wouldn't have traded him. I don't think they could trade him after the draft because you're trading for draft picks you don't know the position of.
Correct. And I mean, we already went through. I mean, what were the 2 teams? The Jets.
It was the Jets and the Lions. And they're not trading their first round pick because that could be a high pick.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like if the Niners decline both those deals, I mean, if we're looking at how this draft is right now, the Lions moved up from 32. So I mean, regardless, it was a first round pick involved. Mm-hmm. So if the Niners are turning that down because they didn't even have a first rounder. So if they're turning that down, then clearly they're like, okay, behind closed doors, we know this is going to get solved.
Yeah. I think he either holds out or plays for the Niners. Yeah. I don't think he's playing for another team this year.
I do agree.
And I think they'll figure it out. I think they'll get a deal done.
So I guess while we're still on the receiver topic, we could talk about that in the draft. So you had Drake London go 8 to the Falcons.
Yeah, with a question mark.
But it kind of fills the hole because you don't have Calvin Ridley.
That's true. Or Russell Gage.
Exactly. So you kind of need to fill that spot. Obviously, like you said, you got Garrett Wilson with the New York Jets, which again, great one. Chris Olave
they traded up for that.
Going and joining the Saints, who will also join Michael Thomas. So that would be an interesting combo there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Detroit making the massive jump up to 12 to get Jameson Williams, which was very interesting. Very interesting.
They're actually trying to get good players.
Then Philly leapfrog the Ravens to draft Jordan Davis, who is just an absolute monster. But it's okay because the Ravens then drafted Kyle Hamilton, who is a phenomenal safety.
The Ravens might be my second winner of the draft.
They did very well in that first round alone.
I would tell you, Tyler Lindenbaum will. I know centers usually in the first round of a draft always are Pro Bowlers for multiple times.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with history in here and say they got an All Pro center for a decade.
Yeah, and they
got because the Ravens are good. We all know that they don't have many holes. So getting I know Kyle Hamilton fell because it's a safety and it's not really a valuable position. But
wait, hold on. We should actually talk about how they got that 25th pick.
Oh yeah, Marquisa. Oh yeah, D
Yeah,
Hop. Oh, I literally forgot about D Hop.
Oh, that one too. Yeah, that's another one. So yeah, let's talk about that. And that didn't even happen before the draft. That happened.
Yeah, I know. Like yesterday.
Yes, 2 days ago. So yeah, so 25th pick originally owned by the Cardinals, and that was given to the Ravens after the Ravens traded the Cardinals wide receiver Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, they must. They definitely knew D Hop was. They definitely knew.
Yeah, to be they traded for him to be the dynamic duo with him and DeAndre Hopkins, but then Hopkins, as of 2 days ago,
I think
got a 6-game suspension.
It's hard for me to.
I have to imagine they have to have known.
It would make sense.
But then again, I don't know, because at that point they had already lost Christian Kirk because he already signed with Jacksonville.
Yeah, man won the lottery in Jacksonville.
Yeah, and then they didn't have any other receiver. So, I mean, it makes sense. And, I mean, I listened to Cliff Kingsbury hopped on the Pat McAfee show during his live stream, and he talked about how they saw the run of receivers going. They knew they weren't going to be able to make that jump up to get one of those premier guys. And so the next best option was to just turn to a vet. So I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just like the timing is just like crazy. With that D-Hop being suspended.
The other interesting one for me too is at number 16 with Washington drafting however you say it.
I never heard of that guy before. The Jahan
Dotson.
Yeah, receiver. I didn't even know. I'd never heard of him.
A very interesting choice, especially since you already have Terry McLaurin there. So
maybe they might. Maybe they don't want to pay Terry. That could be it. I don't know.
No, supposedly they're close to an extension with Terry. So
I guess just give Carson Wentz more weapons. I guess I don't know. It doesn't hurt.
I guess. And then I guess the only other big one out of the first round, obviously, is at 20 with Pittsburgh taking the only QB, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a starter. I don't know. I
kind of think so. I could definitely. They're gonna have a competition. We already know this.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch gets the start at the beginning of the year.
He could, but I like Kenny Pickett to be the starter. I don't know. He's a pick dude. He's a pick guy.
I'm gonna guess at some point Pickett will take over, but I mean, who knows? Maybe Mitch learned a thing or two in Buffalo. Maybe.
Yeah, learn how to sit on the bench.
And then going to the rest of the quarterbacks, Tennessee taking the surprise one, Malik Willis in the third round, which then became very funny.
Who will not be getting mentored?
Yeah, who after the very funny Ryan Tannehill quote of saying, "Well, he's not there to mentor him, so if he learns."
He's right though. He is right though. Tannehill did not sign the contract to mentor. Brett Favre didn't mentor Aaron Rodgers, so I mean,
yeah. So so this is now my next question. Right. So Noah, this is my next question: how quickly is Ryan Tannehill out in Tennessee?
Probably next year. I think Malik Willis is a year experiment. I'd say next year.
Okay. Sam Howell getting drafted by the Commanders. I don't even know. Sure,
I don't even know what college he went to.
That would be North Carolina. That's the other.
That's where Mitch went. No, then no. Yes. Then no. He's gonna be terrible. Didn't the Panthers get somebody?
Yes, that was
the Falcons. The Falcons. They got Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, So Falcons got Desmond Ridder.
He said he's never leaving until they win a Super Bowl, so he's gonna have to stay in Atlanta for a long time.
And I will say, actually, that's gonna be a fun QB competition to watch between Ridder and Mariota.
It will. That one, I could see Mariota still winning that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely Pickett. I think it's more likely Pickett wins than Ridder.
Yeah. And then obviously, as you've already mentioned, Carolina, they took Matt Corral.
There it is. They from Ole Miss. Yeah.
Who knows? Again, I'm gonna just assume that Sam Darnold's a starter.
I would take Baker over both of them any time of the day, but that's just my opinion.
I do agree. And then the only other one that was interesting to me was Bailey Zapp.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Going to New England, who, I mean,
why are you drafting a backup?
He actually legitimately, he carved out a good career in college.
It just does, but it just doesn't. You're not filling any holes.
Correct. You wasted a 4th rounder on a backup QB,
and you can get there. You can get a good player in the 4th round.
Oh yeah. So
And you
I'm not
wasted because
sure.
Mac Jones, you drafted him the 1st round last year. This guy's obviously not going to be in a competition.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense to me.
Unless he is. Unless he is for all
Okay, yeah, Bailey Zip. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I'm all for it. Put him in there.
I'm sorry. Wait, did you also see this about Tannehill? He went to therapy. He was in a dark place.
Because of what, dude? He ain't gonna lose his
after playoff loss. After playoff loss.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm gonna say, bro, you'll be the starter this year. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
you're making $34 million this year. You're fine.
Oh, I guess besides that, big news, bigger guys. Tyrann Mathieu, he signs he signs in New Orleans on a 3-year, like
makes
$30
sense.
million
LSU guy going back home.
Yeah,
I think Saints will be respectable this year.
I mean, yeah. And then running, I'm going on ESPN now. Bills drafting James Cook, running back from FSU.
Mm-hmm.
That will be
Dalvin
interesting.
Cook.
Will be interesting to see how that plays out.
They do need a running back because their running back is their quarterback.
Correct.
So
and then I guess the only other funny, which just questionable, is the Raiders declining all 5th-year options of all 3 of their 1st rounders from 5 years ago, including
sounds like a Raiders thing,
including Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Abrams, and Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Raiders are historically bad at drafting, so I'm not really that surprised.
So I'm gonna imagine Josh Jacobs hits the open market next year is my guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which will be interesting.
I'm sure he's a solid running back. I wouldn't go crazy over him, but
I mean, I'm gonna assume the Dolphins will probably be in on him. Would be my guess because they still have really not. They got a good stopgap this year with Edmonds and Raheem Mostert.
Only problem with Mostert is health wise for him.
Correct. Yeah.
Edmonds is solid.
We do have some schedule news. We have our first ever Germany game.
Dude, I was so hyped when I did not see the Jets on there because I was so scared the Jets were going to the London game because they got it like the last couple of years. I'm so happy they did not.
But the Germany game, we have the Seahawks against Tampa Bay.
Just give them that game. That game's going to be 50-0.
And then you have, let's see, the 3 London games: Saints against the Vikings, Packers against the Giants.
That will not be a good game.
And then the Jaguars against the Broncos.
No, let Russ cook. At least they get Russell Wilson.
Okay, but we do in Mexico City. We are going to get the Cardinals at Niners.
That'd be a good game.
Yeah.
Will D-Hop be back for that?
It will be November 21st on Monday night.
Okay, that's good. Didn't they try to do like a Mexico City game? Was it the Chiefs-Rams game and like they had to move it?
It will be the 4th one. Raiders beat Texans in 2016. Patriots beat the Raiders in 2017, and then Chiefs beat the Chargers in 2019.
Okay.
Chiefs were scheduled to play the Rams in Mexico City.
That was that like 50-something to 50. That was like the 100-point game.
They were scheduled to play there, but the game was moved to LA because of poor field conditions.
Yep, I remember that. That was like the historical game. It was like 54-51.
Yes. No, but I think that's everything. No, I think we covered everything. Oh, I did see someone make a funny comment. The Jaguars-Broncos game will be the first NFL game broadcast on ESPN Plus, in which someone quoted the tweet saying, "Is ESPN Plus trying to gain or lose subscribers?"
Why does the Jaguars always get London games? I don't understand that.
Well, and why is the first game on ESPN Plus that one, the Jaguars and Broncos in
London?
Not.
I'm sorry. I will not be getting an ESPN Plus for that game.
And especially because it's going to be out by you guys an 8:30 start.
Yeah, I'll be sound asleep. I'll wake up at halftime.
Yeah, so I'm not sure about that. No, but I think that's everything. I think we covered it all. We got Doctor Strange this weekend. We got playoff hockey. We got playoff basketball. We got baseball.
Yeah, I'm about to go watch the Crosstown Classic.
Yep, football will be quiet until the schedule release is next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they will be quiet until OTAs. So
if the Baker news could happen any second.
that is true. That could make some
Ooh,
rumblings.
Ben
Not
Simmons
much,
will
but
undergo surgery on his back. Good for him.
oh, goody.
Good for that.
All right.
guy.
Well, on
All
that
right.
note, then we can call it a wraps. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Maybe we'll be back next week. Maybe 2 weeks.
Play
3
by day
weeks.
by day.
Yeah, it's a kind of day by day thing. So we'll see everyone
All right.
soon. We'll see everyone soon.
Yep. See ya. All right, Mike. Good luck
Adios,
with your Maple
folks.
Leafs. You're gonna need it.
Thank you.